Hello, today we are going to see anatomy and physiology of respiratory system. The respiratory system mainly consists of the nose or the nostrils, nasal cavity, pharynx, larynx, trachea, bronchus, bronchioles, alveolar ducts and the alveoli. For respiration, we need some more things. They are some facial bones and sinuses, especially the frontal and the sphenoid sinuses, the intercostal muscles, and the diaphragm. Also, we have two layers of covering present in the lungs. They are called as visceral and the parietal pleura. In between this visceral and parietal pleura, we have pleural fluid. Now, let's start from the nose. Nose consists of two nostrils and have a septum present in between. The air is entering from the nose to the nasal cavity. Just above that, we have frontal and the sphenoid sinus present. The sinuses are the hollow space present in the facial bones, which is mainly helpful to reduce the weight of the bones, and also it is helped to control the resonance of sound. Just below the nasal cavity, we have the oral cavity. Sometimes we use as mouth also for breathing. And just below that, we have pharynx here. We can divide pharynx as two. Just behind the nasal cavity, we have nasopharynx, and just behind the oral cavity, we have the oropharynx. The pharynx is around 10 to 12 centimeters of length and it acts as a passage of air to the larynx. Here we have larynx, which is made with some cartilages and it is responsible for the sound production. So it is called as voice box. Just above the larynx, we have epiglottis. It is also a cartilage. It acts as a cap and closes the larynx when we swallow the food particles. Therefore, it helps to prevent the passage of food particles to the lungs. Next, we have trachea here. It is called as the windpipe. It is made up of C-shaped cartilages, and behind this, we have some smooth muscles, which helps to maintain the elasticity of the trachea. It is followed by bronchus, and the bronchus is divided into right and left bronchus. This area is called as carina. Now, the right bronchus is wider and shorter. It came slightly straight down. So, if we accidentally swallow some food particles, it may mostly goes into the right lungs because it is straight down. Or sometimes when some patient get intubated, accidentally the ET tube can goes deeply and it may deeply go into the right main bronchus. The exact position of ET tube should be in the carina. Here, the right main bronchus divides into three main branches. It enters into the three main lobes of right lung. In the right lung, we have three main lobes. They are superior lobe, middle lobe and the inferior lobe. Here, the left main bronchus divides into two main branches and enters into the left lung. In the left lung, we have two lobes. They are superior and the inferior lobe. Till here, we have the C-shaped cartilage and these branches are called as intermediate bronchus, and followed by these are the bronchioles. These are covered with smooth muscles and it is completely controlled by the nervous system. And then it divides into terminal and the respiratory bronchioles. Then it becomes alveolar ducts and the alveoli. These are covered by the single layered cells and it acts as a semi-permeable membrane for the gas exchange. Inside this, there is pulmonary artery and pulmonary veins are there. The gas exchange is nothing but the inhaled oxygen from the lungs enters into the pulmonary vein and the carbon dioxide from the pulmonary artery enters into the lungs and exhaled out from the body. Now, we have visceral and the parietal pleura here. These are the covering of lungs. Visceral pleura is the inner layer and the parietal pleura is the outer layer. In between these, we have the pleural cavity which has pleural fluid. Around 5 to 20 ml of pleural fluid is present in this, which helps in the expansion and recoiling of lungs. Finally, we have the diaphragm and the intercostal muscles are there. They are also helpful for the expansion and recoiling of lungs. Now, let us see the physiology of respiration. The respiration consists of inspiration, expiration and a pause. The respiration is partially involuntary process and it is controlled by the nervous system, that is the respiratory center in medulla oblongata. Through inspiration, the oxygenated air enters into the lungs and it enters into the alveoli. From the alveoli, the oxygen enters into the pulmonary vein and it goes for systemic circulation. This is called as inspiration. And from the body, the deoxygenated blood will come through the pulmonary artery and reaches the alveoli. Through gas exchange, carbon dioxide enters into the alveoli and exhaled out of the body. This is called as expiration. So after completing this, there will be a pause. Now let us see the physiology of respiration. I have already told you that the respiration is controlled by the nervous system, and the nervous system is sensing it through the carbon dioxide drive and hypoxic drive. Mainly in our body, the respiration is happening through the carbon dioxide drive. When there is an increased carbon dioxide in the body, it will be detected by the chemoreceptors. The chemoreceptors are the nerve endings which is present in some main arteries like aorta. These chemoreceptors are more sensitive to the carbon dioxide than the oxygen. So when these chemoreceptors identify the increased carbon dioxide level in the body, it stimulates the respiratory center in the medulla oblongata. When the respiratory center gets activated, it sends signals to the intercostal and the phrenic nerves. These nerves are present in the intercostal muscles and the diaphragm. So these intercostal muscles and the diaphragm helps for the respiration. The hypoxic drive mostly happens in COPD patients. In these patients, the carbon dioxide level will be always high, so the chemoreceptors lose its ability to analyze it. So it only gets stimulated when there is low oxygen in the blood. Therefore, in COPD patient, we can't administer the oxygen not more than 2 liters. I hope you understand this video. If you like the video, please like, share and comment. And don't forget to subscribe my channel. Also press the bell button. Thank you.